I'm gonna talk really fast because I have ADD. And
It's okay, me too. We can all be all over the place together.
How do you think like ADD or having like some kind of like mental like disturbance, should I call it, like help with your lifting? Because I feel like it
helps a lot.
It helps a lot, right?
Because usually you're all over the place, but when I get really focused on something, it's all or nothing. So I'm either all over the place or I'm super hyper focused on whatever I'm doing.
And that all over the place, that energy gets sucked into the weights, and that's why you zoom into that weight and you pull it.
Yeah. I think my whole life I've kind of been like, I'm gonna prove you guys wrong. You know, people think I'm this and that, and then I just like being something a little bit different. I like doing something that makes me happy. So even if other people don't understand it, I do it for me. You know, and it makes me really happy, and it's my outlet. And some people respect it, some people don't, and it's just how it is.
Once you get beyond a certain strength point, it's just like
nobody gets it.
Unless you're
just like, oh my gosh, she's so strong. This is like 2 of me. But I'm like, well, look at all these other girls that weigh less than me and are picking up way more weight than me.
Right.
You know, so I'm I need that adrenaline. I'm usually better in meets than I am in the gym because it's hard to harness all that energy in. But when I'm in the gym, there's all these people. I just get really intense and I get angry, and all of my energy just goes into whatever I'm about to do. So I just PR in meets, and it's
so like a lot of followers on Instagram that watch your lifts, they think you're like super strong.
They think I'm amazing, and it's in the powerlifting world I'm not. In the relative, like with the average person, yes, I'm strong, you know, but I've also been training for over a year specifically to get stronger in each one of these 3 lifts. So of course I'm gonna be stronger. You know, you put your time and energy, you invest your time into this, and you're gonna get something out of it. And that's why I lift. It's like one of the only areas in my life that I know if I put in time consistently, I stress my body out in this way, I'm gonna gain something from it. So yeah, it's really cool. I have a good amount of followers now on Instagram, and sometimes I'm like, why are you following me? I'm not that strong, I'm not that this, but I think at the end of the day, it's just I'm really truthful, I'm really honest, and I put a lot of myself out there. I put a lot out there, definitely. Like recently I've been posting like 5 times a day, but still it's only a tiny fraction of my life. It's all about perception. You can really tell what people are following you for by the likes. Okay. You know what I mean? It's like if I posted a picture of me in the gym, like a picture of a barbell, it's gonna get like 500 likes or something. Post a picture of my face and like all dolled up, then it's like 2,000 likes, you know? So like at that point you kind of know what people are following you for.
I was like a tiny little thing, and I had super thin legs, and I thought it was fat.
Like at first I was just like, everything I did in the gym was to get smaller or to get more cut or more toned. And then my friend mentioned that I should do a powerlifting meet just because I had like a decent deadlift. And I didn't really squat or bench that much at that point, and I decided, hey, why not? Let's do a powerlifting meet. And then when I started training for that, that's when I realized that I really need to eat a lot of food. I can't throw it up. I can't do 2 hours of cardio the next day just because I felt like I ate too much. So I started training, and I started eating food and keeping it in my body. And after a while, I was getting stronger and stronger. I felt good. After I did my first meet, I never looked back. Yeah, I looked in the mirror and I was just okay with what I saw. You know, I wasn't the most cut or the skinniest I've ever seen. My legs got bigger, but I looked in the mirror and I felt okay because it's no longer what I use to judge myself. You know, I wasn't like, I need to lose 2 pounds to feel good. It was like, hey, I just hit a 10-pound PR and this is what I look like. Some people think like, oh, if you lift, then you've got to be like some big manly girl and, you know, not care about your appearance at all, and this is just your life. But really, like, my life is pretty balanced. I'm all about balance, you know, like, I'll lift really heavy and then I'll go get my hair done and stuff like that. And I think it's good to just be a well-rounded person, you know? Like, if you're all here or all there, then it's like...
Jeez, beast mode.
So
yeah, I do girly stuff.
So they can feel safe about it. Yeah. Right? It's like almost like the more weights you lift, the more primal you get in the gym, the more girly you can get. It's like a contrast thing. Yeah. That's how I feel about like my endeavor too.
I can see that.
Yeah. It's like the more weights that I lift, the more like physique that I built up, the more like
you can go on the other spectrum.
Other spectrum, like the more abstract your emotions, your mental, like your thoughts could be. It's like this serves as a base, so this you can free up this other thing at the other side of the extreme.
Completely. In both directions.
Yeah. For me personally, I think there's like a more objective sense of like aesthetics in that sense, because like if you look at like old paintings, or like if you imagine what a cave woman should look like at a primal level,
they
like
carry their babies around and run around.
The natural level, they're curvy. They have a lot of meat, especially like on their thighs and their butts, and I think like some science would tell you that like more curvy, the more curvy, the more like sort of like fat,
you're more fertile.
You're more fertile.
You're more functional.
Exactly.
I mean, like apparently that's what men are attracted to. Like it's ingrained in your head because that's the woman that's going to be able to take care of your kid. You're going to pop out a baby and then be like, okay, let's go. You know, so. And in America, all these girls are like, oh my God, I want to look like that last picture. What did you do to get there? Whereas Kevin, the owner of this gym, posted that same picture, and a lot of Taiwanese girls are like, oh, I like the picture in the middle of the really, really thin girl. So I think it's going to be really hard to change people's minds, and I think the bigger lifting gets in Taiwan and just Asia in general, the more people will accept it, and it's just going to take time.